He's the most driven inmate here. Each day, he tosses his mattress aside and works out on the bed frame. Even during yard breaks, he trains. At night, he does 2,000 sit-ups before he can finally close his eyes. He pushes limits daily, not to break out, but to survive in this brutal prison. He really can't figure out why, since he has no enemies, everyone in the jail wants him dead. Does he look like an easy target? On his very first day in prison, Cain.
Say, excuse me, cunt. Excuse me, cunt.
Just showering. Cain actually had some decent combat training and could handle a few hits, but this guy was built like a tank and clearly came at him with a cold-blooded determination to beat him straight into the grave. Even if Cain manages to fight back, what good will it do for him? A coward sneaks up, then another. Suddenly, the prison alarm sounds off, and they bash his head brutally against the railing. Cain lost 8 teeth, and being broke, the doctor just gave him a mouthful of ugly, cheap steel teeth. On the way back, he was jumped again. It was clearly self-defense, but the judge ignored the truth and blamed him for the injuries, tacking on another year. Cain felt extreme rage. The fight woke him up. No rules, just kill or be killed. To walk out alive, he became a man he didn't even recognize. Days passed, his body grew stronger, and his will turned into iron. After surviving many battles, Cain mastered the rules of prison warfare. Now Cain's strikes are precise, and he is no longer desperate. He easily crushed the attackers, but this riot exposed a dark secret. The defeated prisoner finally gave up the ghost. He revealed why everyone was trying to kill Cain. It turned out that Cain hadn't actually wronged anyone. Lincoln put a 20,000-pound bounty on Cain's head, a fortune in prison. Cain cannot accept the cruel reality. The brother he once went to jail for was paying to have him killed. A flame of revenge burns in his heart. From now on, he fights back. He smiles for Mom. Lincoln kept the bounty, so killers came for him. The more hitmen came, the harder he became. They tried every twisted trick to kill him, like tossing scalding hot sugar water on him while he slept. Whenever he was caught off guard, they jumped at the chance to finish him. They scarred his face, and he was ruined. Because of that fight, the judge added 2 more years to his sentence. If they want me dead, I'll be their nightmare. Cain trains his core and his fighting skills day after day, knowing that if a man isn't ruthless, he'll never win. And so, he became an animal. When they tried to shank him, he didn't even flinch. He just roared at them. Then, he used the blade in the prison. He killed a man, adding 10 years to his time. He didn't care. Back in his cell, he kept training hard. With no rivals left, his sentence reached 99 years. Cain goes on a rampage. He does not even spare the guards who try to break up the fights. Riot police arrived and subdued him. He expected to stay in that cell until his final day. But then his mom visited and dropped the bad news. She was dying of cancer. She was fading fast and told him to be good because she couldn't come back anymore. A week later, he got news his mom was dying. Cain found the warden, offering to expose Lincoln's crimes for 5 hours of time to visit her. But he was too late. She had already passed. If those cops hadn't wasted time stopping for coffee, he could have made it to the hospital in time to say his final goodbye. No tears are left. His hate burns through his reason. On his way back, he takes down 2 prison guards in the elevator, fast. Cain sneaks out the back of the hospital. Since he is wearing his prison uniform and has no money, he waits by an ATM machine for his prey. Surprisingly, his first target isn't his brother Lincoln, but a prison officer named Hyde. This isn't random. He learned the hidden secrets directly from the sergeant. Hyde had secretly joined Lincoln, acting as his eyes in the police force. When arrested, Cain lost control and kicked Hyde twice. For that petty grudge, the narrow-minded Hyde has hated him ever since then. To get revenge, he fabricated lies and told Lincoln that Cain had betrayed him, even claiming he was planning to sell all of Lincoln's secrets. This rumor made Lincoln turn against his own brother, losing all trust. He put a 20,000-pound bounty on his head, forcing his brother into a total nightmare. After years of torture, Cain learned the truth. He didn't hesitate to kill the officer who had framed him. After dealing with Hyde, he rushed to the home of Lincoln's accountant, broke in with a gun, and forced them to open the private accounts. Once unlocked, he saw over £2 million in cash. Faced with this money, Cain kept $1,500 to fix his broken teeth and get himself some brand new dental implants. He kept nothing. He wired the rest of the funds to the 150 families Lincoln had persecuted. This was his way of atonement. Few knew deep down, Cain had always carried such a heavy burden. Fresh out of college, he needed some startup money, so he worked for his gangster brother, Lincoln. The task was simple. He just had to pose as a robber and steal the package that woman was carrying. He did not think twice and took the job. He grabbed the package from the woman, but she chased him and crashed her car. Cain never meant for that to happen. He stood there in shock as the police arrested him. Still unable to accept reality, he snapped back to his senses when the detective told him the woman had died. Lincoln had destroyed 150 families, and this woman was just another victim. Lincoln's gang used a vicious scheme. They gave loans to desperate, then forced their families to carry packages to pay off the debt. Once they were hooked, they'd steal the packages and claim they were valuable. They blackmailed victims, ruining countless lives. The detective essentially offered Cain a deal, stating that if he'd just flip on his brother, Lincoln, and help the police crack the case, he would walk away with a much lighter sentence.
I'll kick you up, blood. Right, if you touch me again, I'll fucking wreck you, tough.
Cain refused, but still fought back while shackled. With his hands tied, he was eventually subdued. He was charged with manslaughter and robbery and sentenced to 5 years in Belmarsh prison. Out after 7 years, he seeks revenge on Lincoln, planning to use a scheme to wipe out the whole gang. He stood nearby, disguised. Meanwhile, Lincoln's henchmen are chatting on the street, totally unaware that their nightmare has come back for them. They spot him there. The coward was terrified, and he ran away. Next day, the coward shows up at Lincoln's bar. He brags he scared off the killer with one look. Cain laughs, mocking the coward for such a stupid lie. He pulls his weapon, taking control. He tosses the arm. The crowd knows the tough guy from last night is Cain. Lincoln's lieutenant walks out, gets trapped, and becomes Cain's hostage. But even while a hostage, he continues to talk big.
Must have liked all that cock.
He stays calm. He calmly talks to him while reloading his gun. But when a thug rushes him for a surprise attack, Cain shoots his leg, and the man's scream echoes through the room.
I told you what would happen tonight!
He wouldn't shut up, so Cain just ended him right there.
That's nice. Nice and quiet.
What?
He uses the second-in-command's fear of death to force him to lure Lincoln to the bar. When Lincoln arrives, he is shocked to see his brother is still alive.
I can't believe it's so good to see you, brother. The only thing that matters is you're out. And you've come to me for real. I'm your brother. What's family for, after all? Get back! Get back! Do you think I'm gonna fall for that, do you? Weapons!
He pretended to care and ordered them all to disarm. Then, Cain publicly calls his brother cold-blooded. He rages that Lincoln trusts a stranger's lies over his own blood, and his scars and steel teeth were all thanks to him. He recited all 150 names, exposing Lincoln's bloody crimes. When the second-in-command tries to provoke him, Cain blows his head off. With his man dead, Lincoln panics, and the terrified crowd looks for a chance to attack while he reloads.
You fucking want to do?
Cain twists the knife, telling his brother his wealth has been paid to the families he ruined. The room now freezes in absolute silence. The waitress attacked, chaos broke out, and Cain fought off everyone with ease. The punks were no match and were taken out in seconds. The coward quickly takes the chance to open the door and run, then suddenly turns back, grabbing a gun to try and take Cain out once and for all. The gunman misses, so Cain takes his chance to grab the gun and then sweep. The fight ends. The scarred Cain walks to the bar, pours a drink, and takes a cold sip.
You have to check the gun to see if it's loaded. 2 shots, 2 barrels, and I've already used both of them. You
Spitting out a tooth, he glares. Lincoln pulls his gun, but it's empty. He lunges with a knife. Cain stabs him dead. Lincoln got what he earned, killed by the brother he made a monster. It's his end. Cain then walks out of the pub. 7 years of hell. Revenge is done. The 150 families get all their compensation and finally start their brand new lives.